Jurassic Park. Everything that could be said about this movie probably has been said by somebody in this world, but I love Jurassic Park. It was the first, of course, dinosaur movie I saw growing up, the first arguably monster movie, and the original book written by Michael Crichton, one of my favorite authors. I love the books and I love the movie, and I just want to talk about it for a little bit. Hope you all are having a good day. I am. I just saw this movie yesterday, again, for the first time in quite a while, and it still holds up. It was still made very well, directed by Steven Spielberg, starring Sam Neill as Dr. Alan Grant, Laura Dern as Dr. Ellie Sattler, Jeff Goldblum as Dr. Ian Malcolm, Richard Attenborough, fantastic actor, as Dr. John Hammond. A wonderful cast, a wonderful crew, wonderful story. From beginning to end, I remember how much I loved this movie as a very young child, seeing it with my family in our home, and having a dinosaur collection. I had little rubber dinosaurs. I had action figures. I had Lego sets. There was a time where Jurassic Park, the original, had Lego, and there was all kinds of books and novelizations and things around Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park once had the popularity in the toy market like Star Wars does now. And I love Jurassic Park. Right from the opening scene with the raptor enclosure and Robert Muldoon, that's the name of the character that has the hat, and eventually spoiler alerts for this entire movie, of course, when he eventually gets attacked by a raptor and gets killed, that man, right from the beginning, I want the fences on full charge, and he's a great character. This is a character movie. From the moment you see Dr. John Hammond, when you see him and he says he has a park, and it's right up Dr. Alan Grant and Ellie Sattler's alley, and that he wants them to come and sign off on the park. It's he's just so likable. And I remember growing up wanting just to have John Hammond's cane with the amber and the mosquito on the end. I just wanted to have it. It was my first movie prop that I really got obsessed with. It may not seem like much, but I loved it as a kid. And it was also cool to me that Alan Grant has a raptor claw. I thought that was really neat as well. Sam Neill is very likable in this movie as Dr. Alan Grant. You don't learn much about any of the characters' histories, really. You don't know much about their pasts before Jurassic Park, apart from Dr. Ian Malcolm, that he has a family, and it's a really well done movie. The dinosaurs still look realistic. It still holds up. The animatronics and everything Steven Spielberg did and oversaw everything. It was just really well done. And this movie has a massive significance on my love of movies and my history. I'm a big fan of Steven Spielberg. I've seen many of his movies, and this one was the first one I remember seeing as a young child and loving it. And the raptors in this movie, growing up, I remember thinking the Tyrannosaurus Rex was the dinosaur to fear, and it was the mightiest and the strongest and the one that would just dominate the region. This movie showed me that maybe velociraptors were the thing to fear, and that they could just be so smart that in the movie they open doors and they seem to be able to communicate with each other, and that they are like a strong knit family, that they are a group, that they're almost like one supercomputer. They're all connected and they all know what each other's doing. It amazed me as a kid. And the scenery. This movie's beautiful. This movie was made in 1993. It still looks incredible. I still watched it and was amazed at the scenery and how well it holds up and how nice it looks. Um, the only thing that really dated it for me was the type of vehicles they used in the movie, and the computer that shows up in the one vehicle that the one kid, Lex, she's looking at this CD-ROM talking unit that's on the console of the car. That dated it as well. But other than that, the movie really held up well. I really enjoyed the center where the Jurassic Park Center is, where all the science goes on. The short film with Mr. DNA, I still love it. Mr. DNA is still a very likable character. I like the character of Dennis Nedry, played wonderfully by Wayne Knight. He's a very cocky character. He always seems very nervous. He did very well in acting as a character that just wants money. That's his objective. His job is to get as many dinosaur embryos off the island as possible so someone else can use them for their purposes and he'll get a bunch of money out of it. That's his purpose because he believes he's been underpaid by John Hammond for the work he does. So in revenge, he's going to try and sabotage John Hammond and the scientists' research. Uh, it's a very well done movie. The kids in this movie, kid actors usually are accused of not having an emotional range, that they aren't well developed. And this movie, the kids seemed very good. They showed emotion. They obviously had fun with their roles, and they really enjoyed the movie, working on it and doing it. And it's a wonderful movie, and I love it. If you haven't seen Jurassic Park, please watch it. There's very few things about the movie that I don't like. Um, just that you wish you had more time with some of the dinosaurs. You wish you had more time with some of the characters, more time in the park when it's majestic. Because the first little bit that you're in the park, it's this wonderful masterpiece of work. And then it seems like only a few minutes go by that things turn sour and that it becomes just this escape that you have to escape the park. And it would have been nice if more time was spent in the park enjoying it before it turned truly frightening. Apart from that, it's a great movie. It feels slow for a bit, but then it picks up. This movie gets an 8 out of 10 from me. It's a wonderful movie. I enjoy it, and it's very significant to movies and movie history and cinematic history as a whole. Watch it, and I'll be making reviews for Jurassic Park: The Lost World very soon. Keep your eyes open for that, as well as other movie reviews in the future. Thank you so much for joining me. You all are fantastic. Leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you, and have a great day. Take care.